The force be with you. It's time to change the hexagram of your space. The hexagram is the doorway code in the I-CHING that helps set the vibration, the frequency of the space. It is on the inside of your front door, the inside of your front door. And so every time you walk through the door, it's like a scan code that boosts you with this energy. You can change the hexagram at any time, but it is more powerful when you want a new stage in your life during strong moons, like the full moon, the new moon, eclipses. They're portals. Okay, so whenever I feel like I want to bring on something, I check into the three emotions, the three vibrations that I want most. And right now, for me, it is unity, grace, and prosperity. So you don't need to know the I-CHING, which are 64 codes, but you just need to have something of significance to you, of meaning to you. So it may be a cross, it may be the evil eye. For me, I chose this item here. This is a horseshoe, and I love horses, and Bella and I were on vacation and we didn't ever finish this. Okay, so I will put this on the inside of the doorway along with the three things that I want. And so I chose also my business card, my new business card, in which I just wrote the words on it. It does not have to be fancy. It does not have to be perfect, okay? So mine is unity, grace, and prosperity. I just wrote it in here. It just has to have meaning for you so that you can anchor in time what it is you want now, bringing the celestial to the terrestrial, actualizing your new reality, not manifesting. We are going to actualize it. So in the past, I've had this little thing with like a pearl, and then I just wrote it. This is my old one, okay, on a piece of paper. You can also use like tape if you the labelers. I normally have a $100 bill as well, a real one. Okay, so this is all going into the hexagram. Have a rubber band to hold it all together. Find your own creative way of doing it. And remember, let go of perfection. You can make it pretty and simple. You know, you can just have one item, or if you have a lot of items, put that in. And so this here, I'm gonna put it on the star. Okay, so that is my hexagram. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to set this hexagram. So what you're going to do first is get into the vibration of you, that you're one strong frequency. Claim who you are. I am Twee Dong, Mother Visabella Grace, born on April 3rd, 1978, and I am Luminous Grace. Remember who you are, that you are one frequency. Breathe and let that vibration fill you so that you are in a state of calmness and stillness. Breathe in deeper. Exhale slower, and allow for that stillness to be within you. Smile, because it stands for Start My Internal Love Engine. Now, you're going to declare the space. You have to declare the space. Otherwise, the universe doesn't know what it's working with, and it's the grid. So I declare this space, 800 South Sheridan Boulevard. I'm going to ask to clear the energy of the space because we want to remove all energies that are adversely affecting us. Okay, so please remove the negative energies affecting the occupants of this space. Please remove the negative energies of the occupants in this space. You can use any tool to do this afterwards, where you can use a divining rod. I'm pretty sure you guys don't have a divining rod. Okay, I use it though. Or something of a sound vibration, a singing bowl. You just have to do one. Just declare whatever it is. If you want to ring it in, you can as well. You can also use one of these tingshas. Okay. You can also use a tuning fork. I don't know where I just put my tuning fork. Or you can just clap. If you clap, do 11 times because 11 is for new beginnings. And you want loud, crisp thuds. Your hands should hurt afterwards. This is to clear old frequencies and the resonance of it. Okay, so then you're going to set the new energy in, okay? I declare this space for the occupants of this space unity, prosperity, and grace. Then use one of your tools and then put it up. You know I needed a stool because I'm only 4'9". Ta-da! Now you have set the frequency of your space. Every time you walk through, every time someone else walks through, they're going to get scanned and boosted up. Changing the hexagram, you put a marker on the universe to bring the celestial to the terrestrial. Things will start flowing in for you. Look for synchronicities. Look for synchronicities. But sometimes bad stuff seems to happen initially. This is the universe making space. It's making space for you to welcome it in. You've got to let go of the timeline as well and your human desires with your soul's desires. So many times in readings, I get people want to fall in love. They want to find their partner. Now, when they set the hexagram and when we clear them as well, they find somebody. And then afterwards, 2 months later, it falls apart. But they found a love that they've never known before that someone else can bring. And then also the love for themselves. The love for themselves. Sometimes the person doesn't come in for a while. And that's because you got to fall in love with yourself. And then when you fall in love with yourself, you act as if you're already in a relationship. And so then that attracts someone. Sometimes the universe has to line that other person up for you. So like maybe right now they're in freaking Argentina on some studies or whatever. The next adventure involves them coming here. So let go of the timeline and then also let go of your expectations of how you want it to go, but get into the feeling of it. The universe is more creative than you are. The universe is more creative than you are and bringing magic. So let me give you an example of me, for instance. 2 years ago, I asked for community, healing, and new experiences. Okay. So then it tuned me in. I hear the whispers of my soul to go back into my sacred circle. And at my sacred circle with my shaman, I sit next to this lady. Her name is Chris. We talk at lunchtime. I tell her about my colitis, my healing, what brought me back here, and how I wanted to be around horses again because horses are very healing for me, and also for my daughter for her sensory processing. So she's like, well, why don't you come over to my house? I've got 7 horses. She and I start this great new adventure and helped her build her new business, and then we just became sisters, and Bella started to ride again. I also found a community called the Dots. They're so supportive, and it's not just a networking group, it really is a true sisterhood. Because of them, I formed some new relationships, found answers to solutions that, like, especially technology stuff, because I have a hard time with technology. And because of that, I went to the Stevie Nicks concert, and then also Paula Abdul, who I freaking love. She was like one of my favorites growing up. Start doing the hexagram and you bring change. Document to see what shows up. It will show up in evidence, okay? And it's gonna anchor it into reality. Give you also more time. It's like this free-flowing divine feminine energy that comes to you, flows to you. Let me know what shows up for you in like 2 weeks to like 6 months. Many of those things need an unfolding, and also your surrender and your acceptance. And this actually maybe help you to surrender and acceptance. So share this with a friend, come back to it again and again, save it. I'm Tui Dom, your spiritual ninja and muse, and my mission is to bring peace to your head, heart, and home. May you always be in your element. You can book a reading with me at tuidom.com. tweedom.com. Join our mailing list. I give a lot of freebies and circles for us to practice these tools. You're safe. You are loved. Everything's going to be okay. May the force be with you.